Welcome. All right, so dimensional analysis. We talked a lot about this in class, especially from 7th period, so I'm going to make it a short video. It's a way that I can convert measurements from one end of the spectrum to the other, and it's a way for me to convert other things. But let's work with some of the things we're going to do in class specifically. So we're do this one, convert miles per hour to feet per minute. So I need to give you a miles. Let's go crazy. Let's go 90, right? 90 miles per hour to feet per minute. So it's me basically setting up some fractions, right? Me setting up a table pretty much. Okay, so if I've got 90 miles, right, it's per 1 hour. Okay, I want to end up converting it to feet per minute. So I'm going to put feet per minute over here. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and do the process of this, right? I don't want you to have to skip steps one way or the other, because then you're going to skip when it counts and you're going to make a mistake. So don't go ahead and do that. Now, we talked about however many fractions I make in between the beginning and the end is how many conversions I have to do. So let's go ahead and work this out first, and then we'll see how many conversions I needed. I'm trying to get miles to feet. Okay, now that's just one conversion. Wherever your unit is, it's going to have to flip and go on the opposite end of the fraction. So if it was in the numerator, it's got to go in the denominator. And the reason for that is we're trying to cancel units out. If we can cancel units out, then I'm going to be left with something nice and easy and simple, which is going to be feet per minute at the end. Okay, so we know that 1 mile, and then here's the conversion factor. So it's 5,280 feet per 1 mile. Okay, now I've ended up getting to what I'm looking for from the distance standpoint, right, or the length standpoint. Now I'm trying to convert the time standpoint. So if I had 1 hour down here, okay, hours is going to eventually have to go up to the numerator, because remember I'm trying to cancel those out. Okay, I want the minute conversion, so it's 60 minutes per 1 hour. Now I can cross out the units that I'm not going to use anymore. And the units that I'm crossing out is miles and miles, right? Because miles over miles is just 1, which we don't use. And I've got hours and hours. So now we circle the 2 units that are left, and they better be the 2 units that I need at the end, which they end up are feet over minute, in the order that they need them in. So feet over minute. So like if this was minute over feet, you know you did something wrong, right? Because that's not what I'm asking here. So feet over minutes is fine. Now you can do cross simplifying, whatever you want to do there. I just like to go ahead and multiply across so I know exactly what I'm looking at. So I'll probably show you on the calculator because I don't know this. 90 times 5280 divided by 60, right? So this is all good. Now, you can make that calculation for me because I'm not going to. Anyway, I made 2 fractions here. I created 2 fractions to get from one end to the other. And it makes sense because that's how many conversions I needed to do. I needed to get miles to feet, and I needed to get hours to minutes. So 2 conversions, right? 2, right? And I made 2 fractions in between the start and the end. So you would get a number, and it would be 90 times 5280 over 60. I am actually going to do that because I'm interested to see how many feet I can get in a minute. So I'm going to convert 90 times 5280, and that's going to be divided by 60 because I want per 1 minute, right? This is per 1 minute, and it's going to be 7,920 feet every single minute. So if you wanted to know how many feet per minute you were going, you could find that out. Pretty good. There's another one down here. Don't worry about it. We'll do tons of these in class. And you should be familiar with them anyway because your science teacher probably did some form of this already. But if not, we'll work it out. 3 minutes and 55 seconds.